What's up, guys? Welcome back to Steelman episode 3. We're going to get some more news today.
What are you doing, Aaron?
No.
Oh, you want me to say?
Well, I guess the first topic today is we're going to talk about Cam Newton going to the Patriots. Really, that's something.
Very surprising.
Surprising to say the least. Yes. Well, I guess they had to get somebody after Tom Brady went to the Tampa Bay.
They're not going to play
Buccaneers,
Jared Stidham in quarterback. That's for sure.
That'd be funny.
He's not that good.
You know, maybe they could get the guy back from San Francisco.
Garoppolo.
Yeah,
No, he's not
maybe
very
for once
good.
They could get him,
I don't think he's that good. I mean, he's good, but
but not that good. Maybe
No.
I'm not sure.
And they got Newton very cheap.
Mm.
So
So I guess he's falling off now. I guess they're getting whatever they can now. Just throwing money at whoever.
I guess since Brady left,
Mhm.
I still think he's pretty good. I still think he's gonna. I think he's gonna do good.
Yeah, all depends. If he doesn't have the right receivers with him, then he doesn't do good. He really hasn't looked good since the.
Well, I don't remember any of the
that they won.
receivers on the Carolina team. He
That's
was on
'cause-
when he won the MVP.
Yeah.
And they already have Julian Edelman, the first-round wide receiver. They got a bunch. Sanu now.
Yeah.
And he can run. He can scramble. I think if he's healthy, it'll be good.
Healthy, yeah. That's the only thing about like the better quarterbacks in the NFL and then dropping off, like disappearing, is that Cam Newton got hurt. Winston, the Eagles quarterback got hurt in like the first 2 seasons, so that was bad for them too because they just couldn't get anything going after that.
Yeah. If Cam Newton gets hurt, I guess they're just gonna ride Jared Stidham.
Not sure.
Still don't think he's that good, but
Yeah, we'll see how the Patriots look this season. I can tell you that. After they lost Tom Brady.
I don't know. Their defense is still pretty good though.
Yeah. I mean, they'll have the defense, but will they have the offense with Gronkowski and Tom Brady had like a couple years ago?
Yeah.
I mean,
That'll be the question.
They still had an offense without Gronkowski. It was just not as good as when he was there.
If I'd had to guess right now, I think with Cam Newton, I think they're going to make the wild card at least. I think Bills are probably going to win the division.
Well, then again, they got to play Dolphins,
card.
Bills, and Jets. So like, stick any team there, and I think they might be able to cap it, except for like maybe the Bengals. The Browns could possibly do it because they're better than we know.
Well, I think they play the Ravens.
Oh.
That's going to be a tough game. I don't think they play the Browns or the Bengals.
Steelers again? Well, are they playing?
No, they don't play Steelers.
Hold on a second.
They're going to play, obviously, their division.
Yep.
They're going to play the Ravens. They're going to play the first team in each division. So Texans and then Chiefs. So they have a pretty hard schedule.
Yeah. And they don't have, like, really an offense to compatible with it, but
well,
we'll see.
I would argue that Cam Newton might be better for them than Tom Brady. Tom Brady can throw, but Cam Newton can throw and scramble. So.
Yeah, definitely better than Tom Brady. And again,
you can get him out some. Well,
watch Tom Brady at the Super Bowl. There goes the Super Bowl with his catch. I mean,
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. Definitely.
Well, they did get younger with this, and if he does good, they'll have him for a little bit.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah. Along with the NFL, there was something on like Colin Kaepernick on Netflix now or something like that?
Yes, there is. It is going to be – let me see if I can pull it up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have it or not.
You could just pull up the picture of it. That would probably be nice, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I have the picture anymore.
I don't know.
Essentially, they're making like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
The Last Dance. They're making a Colin Kaepernick. I think it's Kaepernick in black and white or Colin in black and white.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 6-part series on Netflix about him, his high school years, and then his, fight against.
And then, yeah. I think that could have been done a lot better, though, when he was actually in the league. But we'll see if anybody picks him up or anything happens with him actually, really, this year.
I think It might get good viewing.
I mean, yeah.
There are a lot of
Maybe
people that'll probably watch that.
yeah. Maybe Colin Kaepernick will actually become a quarterback for the Patriots under Cam Newton this year. That would look weird.
I don't see that happening, but I guess it could.
That would be weird. I can tell you that, to say the least.
I don't think Kaepernick. Well, I was gonna say 49ers, but I don't think they'll take him back.
They'll take him back. I don't know.
I mean, I guess he could go to the Steelers as a backup, but I don't know. He
Or
would probably most likely have to sign as a backup. Chicago,
Texans.
they already have
What
the
about
two.
Texans or Jaguars? Because that's what they said.
Texans, yeah. Texans would be a good because if they lose Deshaun Watson, he
What
might
about
leave.
uh?
Jaguars would be,
yeah.
that'd be good too. Because they have Gardner Minshew, but he's
Mhm.
pretty young, so he's not as experienced probably as Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm. I heard Ravens were looking at it, but I know that was probably for like a secondary quarterback or like just sitting on.
I also heard they were looking at AB too, so.
Huh.
No, I don't think anything came of that either.
Yeah. Then again, is he gonna even be allowed to play in the league anymore, or
AB,
is there anything behind that?
I think they'll let Kaepernick back in the league before they let AB in.
Yeah. I mean, once they get this all the stuff settled that he did and stuff, he might be allowed to be in the league.
Maybe.
But not too much news this week, aren't there? I mean, we have the EPL finishing up this year, so finally.
Yes.
Project Restart. Liverpool winning the league now. Like a 20.
Refresh me on how all this works.
So, well, the EPL is considered of like a couple teams. So you got the teams, and they play pretty much games throughout the whole season, and whoever has the winning record, more points out of everybody, wins the league.
So they don't go in like a playoff or anything?
Nope. I mean, it's just kind of whoever has the most wins the league. I mean, and then again, Liverpool has to play Man City, but it's pretty much over for Liverpool. They can throw whoever they want in there and still end up winning the league.
Didn't they already win?
Yep, they won versus Crystal Palace
because
get
then Man City lost to Chelsea, and I think
Well, what had to happen at first is that they just had to win, and even though Man City won, they still would have been like the next game. They would have just had to win, and they would have been in anyway. But
now that Liverpool won this year, do you see them continuing that next year also, or do you see another team rising up?
It's very tough to say because you got I think Chelsea will give maybe them a run for their money, not sure, because because right now there's three big teams in the league, and that's Chelsea, you got Man City, and you got Liverpool. Liverpool has like just if they keep everybody, I don't see anybody getting it. If they keep this mentality and team, it won't happen for anybody else. But Other than that, I'm not sure.
So like Manchester United, are they like rebuilding or like what's going on with them?
I think they really just have to rebuild their team around Paul Pogba. I mean, they are a pretty decent team. They are pretty decent. It's just they're not getting the results they want. So I think the manager is really looking for people that can get the job done around Paul Pogba, because if you really have Paul Pogba in there, because he's one of the French people from the World Cup a few years ago, if you have him, you kind of want to just base the rebuilding off of him. I mean, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that, but they're just kind of sitting in like the fifth, below six, because I mean, I think they built Sheffield, so they're like sitting in the top 5. But like a lot of the teams now, I think need to just really focus on building their teams up to really get the status of what Liverpool and Man City have already. But other than that, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Kind of happening. I really have to you would really have to ask somebody with more knowledge on Manchester United and stuff like that. Other than that, I can give you all the knowledge about the table and stuff and how it's playing out and things.
So I know we talked about Mbappe a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
What if he would move to the Premier League? What team do you see him joining, or what team would want him?
If I would think the team that would really want him would be probably mostly Manchester United.
Oh, really?
Because the thing is because if you really want a team that can back each other up and know each other and stuff, you got Mbappe from France, and then you got Paul Pogba from France. Maybe Gerrard, try to pick Gerrard off of Chelsea and bring him over and
get that France chemistry.
Get the chemistry. But if you get them together, they probably would win the league.
All right.
But a new face was actually showing up in the last game with the Chelsea and Man City. It was Christian Pulisic from USA.
Oh, yeah.
Actually really got it going for Chelsea in a couple games, because the game before Man City, he actually came on and ended up, I think, tying it or winning it. It was one of the two. I think he tied it in that game. He came on and just popped one right in and started the chances, and then I think someone finished it off. But he's been really actually looking really, really good. So that's a good thing for USA, at least. I don't know if they have – well, I would say Christian Pulisic's really good, but I don't know if they have anybody to back him up on USA compared to them. But we'll see. We'll see with all that stuff. That's going to be fun. Definitely a lot of soccer stuff going on right now compared to NFL or – well, there is boxing going on, NASCAR and stuff.
There is, actually. I haven't seen much of the boxing, but I do know that is happening.
Did you hear about the one story in NASCAR where the one dark-colored skin driver found that rope hanging from the one?
Yes, the noose.
That just seems weird to me.
I do think they investigated it and they found nothing, like no harm or anything, but
that's just
it's just a crazy story how it all happened, I think.
Not sure exactly what happened, but
I think he just walked in and there was a noose in there.
Yeah, and they said it was there for a while.
Yeah.
But you really don't know because you really don't have the information to back it up.
Yeah.
They don't give you the information. So that was kind of a crazy story.
Yeah, I do think the FBI was investigating that for a while, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like they watched all the video feed, questioned everybody, and it was just an ongoing thing. I'm not sure if they're still looking into it or not and stuff like that, but that'll be fun.
Yep.
Man, really slim.
I heard a report, actually, earlier, a couple days ago. I know we talked about NHL hub cities last week. I think I saw a report. They're narrowing it down. I said that Vancouver was gaining traction, but I heard that right now, I think the rumor is out there that they're going to pick Toronto and Vegas. It's not official yet, though, but it's what we're looking at. Because Vegas has all those hotels. You can put a bunch of people. You could put the whole Western or Eastern Conference of playoff teams just in one hotel, basically. Probably do that. I think everyone's main concern, though, everyone wants to know more about the testing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know they were looking at Canada a lot because they have a slower, less infection rate and stuff.
Yep.
So I think that's why they're gonna pick Toronto and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would want to see just to see how it happens if they pick a couple cities where it's like they'll do half and half and then maybe do like another one in the third city just to finish it all up and stuff like that. Would definitely be cool to see and stuff like that, but different look at everything. Different look.
Did you see that report by the NBA?
No.
They're actually allowing players, instead of their name on the back of the jerseys, to put like Black Lives Matter slogans, and I think they're doing something on the courts. They're putting Black Lives Matter. So like, player could have Floyd for George Floyd. I mean,
All I
and
have
any
to
other
say
of
about
those.
that is that I mean they're coming. They didn't have the chance to do it or come back, but I do have to say soccer has been good about that.
Yep.
And they have been before. I believe every game they had like a 10-second kneel period, and they didn't have their names on the back. It just said Black Lives Matter on the back.
Yep.
It and I think some people actually had cleats that said Black Lives
Yep.
Matter and stuff like that. So they really, I think they took really a thought of togetherness into it, where they all just took a knee, they all accepted it, and then they played. I think that was a really good way of handling it compared to some other ways. And
Yeah.
so we'll
Definitely.
see how I really want to see how other sports leagues and stuff deal with this, like the NBA. Maybe they'll have that like brief period before the game where they all just stop and just commemorate it or
They
something.
might have a moment of silence or something
Yeah.
like that.
But we'll
I would
see. We'll
say.
see. Different takes on stuff as
Yeah.
sports soccer's kind of ending, kind of everything's ending. It's kind of like
Didn't the MLS just restart, or they're about to restart? I
I
think.
think they're about to restart.
Yeah. They're having a tournament. I think.
Mm.
In
So they're ending it. They're
Florida, I
finalizing
think,
and
near
then
Disney.
finalize.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, everybody's starting back in Disney. Jeez.
NBA up too.
Yeah.
Then MLB starting back up. And I saw there was one guy, he was the first person in the MLB to decide he's not going to come back in the season.
Mhm.
So I wonder how many more we're going to see that don't decide they're not going to come back. I don't know if it's like a money issue, or I assume it's mainly the virus, but
Yeah, so in 8 days, on July 8th, the ESPN Wild World Sports Complex and 2 August 11th will actually be hosting a unique tournament including all 26 MLS club teams competing for a continuous schedule of a total of 54 matches that will be placed nearly
how
every
long is it going to last?
the 8th till the 11th of August.
All right.
And
Is that going to be
then
like their championship and stuff too?
yeah.
Mm.
All I have to say about that
That's a cool way to end it.
It's a cool way to end it, but it'll be weird to see this because definitely Disney. I don't think. Well, we'll see how they host it and stuff.
Well, there's obviously going to be no fans.
Yeah. This is.
It'll probably be like some of the Premier League games.
Yeah.
I think those are run pretty smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably looking at that.
Yeah. It'll be games behind closed doors, but
Yeah.
all I have to say is I just want the fans back now. I just want fan backs in Premier League.
Yeah.
It's just you watch before this project restart thing in EPL, and every goal you could see like everything just shakes in the stadium when one half of just the stadium explodes, and then you go like you slowly, and then you hit like this period of nothing. You hit this period of 2 months of like no
I think they're gonna wait until at least. When does the season start up again?
for EPL.
Yeah.
Well, they're finishing, I think, in 2 days or something like that, and I think they start up like around August or something like that.
They'll probably wait until, I would assume, 2021 spring.
Yeah.
I think that's probably when they're gonna allow fans. Aren't NFL right now is still allowing fans? I heard they're gonna block the first like up to 9 rows or something, so the players are safe, just in case any fan were to have it. But
yeah, but
that could change.
It's kind of with NFL and stuff. Really, it's kind of iffy because you got a lot of fans, and if you have like all the fans beside each other, it's really kind of just there goes coronavirus again, and then we can't have a season. But I mean, even though you're protecting the players, I think you should also be protecting the fans. Just do what soccer's doing and have nobody there. Just nobody. Like, don't allow anybody in, and just But
I
yeah.
think eventually they're gonna probably not allow fans unless it really goes down. At least for the first couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're probably gonna go couple weeks by couple weeks. Maybe like every 5 weeks they'll like put out a thing saying they're gonna allow fans or not.
Yeah. Which
I would
is,
hope at least by the playoffs they'll allow fans again.
yeah. I just mm, I I just hope it's back, but I really just hope a lot of seasons in like high school and stuff are kind of canceled because I feel like that it would just like immensely just go off again and we want to be able to have sports, but I
Yeah.
just don't think a lot of these sports might be able to go off. It's just
Well, I heard something about school sports. They might do spring sports in the fall
oh
instead of that
gosh.
because most of them are non-contact, like track
Yeah.
and field.
Yeah, and you got
You have
volleyball.
some baseball,
Hmm.
mainly non-contact,
Yeah, but my only thing is if you
and
do
then you got like
sports in
football and
yeah.
soccer in the fall, which are contact and stuff.
If you do spring sports in the fall, that's just gonna look weird.
I did think that would be weird.
Yeah, I mean that would
It
kind
might
of
end up
defeat the
coming
purpose
back.
of all the spring sports kind of. I mean, sorry, not the spring sports, the fall sports starting up already, or like the coaches wanting to do stuff
Yeah.
already for. So I'm not sure how that's playing out, but it'll definitely look weird if we had spring sports in the fall and fall sports in the spring. Oh boy. the so then it would just be. But how is volleyball like non-contact? Explain to me that, because you have 6 people on
Yeah,
the
they
court
would
on one side.
pass the
So
ball around. Yeah.
yeah, I mean a lot of these sports are non-contact, but like in fall, but it's not
Yeah,
exactly
in the fall,
non-contact.
you still got sports like cross country and stuff
Yeah,
that are non-contact. That'll probably happen.
yeah. I
But
don't see. It's really iffy for the bigger sports with the bigger teams and stuff. It's really iffy because there's so many players on the field and the fans and stuff.
yeah,
And if they only allow a certain number, I think I wouldn't just mind playing without fans. That'd be funny.
in fall sports,
Yeah.
like school sports, you mean?
Yeah. I mean parents might want to see it, but the
Yeah,
thing is
parents.
that it's like instead of
They're
having
probably gonna have parents spread apart if they're
yeah,
allowing it.
yeah. But I mean if you have just the parents there and not anybody
Yeah.
else, which would probably be the same for some of the sports. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the MLB though.
Oh.
The one player I saw,
Hmm.
I don't know if you can look up the guy's name, but he decided that he was not gonna come when they resume the season.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's like money because I hear they're only getting like 37% of their salary or something,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's just coronavirus. It's probably corona, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure here. I'm gonna try and look up this guy's name real quick. I don't know how many more we're gonna get.
Yeah, well, if people start like just not wanting to do the MLB season, they're really not going to be able to have a season then. Just done over with.
Okay, so it was Mike
Mm-hmm.
Leakey. I don't
Yeah.
know. He's from the Diamondbacks. He's a pitcher. There are a couple of them. Ryan Zimmerman, first baseman, Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Ross, Nationals. Right now it's only for the other one is Ian Desmond from the
Mm-hmm.
Rockies.
So that's big if. Yeah, so pretty much if all the players really start saying they really don't want to play the season, then that just means they probably won't have a season this year. Because
Yeah,
I mean, even
it's
if
only 4 right now though.
yeah, but it can just right now we're not even in. They're not even in season. So if it's when it starts up, we'll see who's all not playing, who's playing.
Yeah,
It could just that number could go from like 4 to like 5 in like 2 seconds.
couple hundred, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think that's only MLB players. It doesn't show the minor leagues.
Yeah.
I assume there will be some of the. I don't even know. Are the minor leagues coming back?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't assume, but I
I
wouldn't
would,
think they
I would
are.
say no compared because I don't think they would come back. I'm not exactly sure.
I think like the AHL for hockey, that ain't coming back. They
Yeah.
canceled and stuff. So.
hmm So probably all the minor leagues are probably not going to have it because they're not.
Probably.
They might not have the equipment to like keep them apart or just sanitize everything every 2 seconds. I mean, it's probably what's going to end up happening. Just
Mhm.
all the fields are going to smell like sanitizer because of all this, but definitely going to be different the way this looks this year.
Yep.
I guess is that about it? Because
Yep.
I don't think there's really anything too much this week compared to other weeks.
Mhm.
Definitely not like last week.
Yeah.
Not too much to talk about other than some stuff with soccer. And I don't think anybody just wants to hear us ramble about soccer all the time.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see you in the next one.